To my Take Me application. This application is designed for travelers who are independent traveling and looking for someone to go with, and it is more efficient and it is more cheaper using this application. So this Android application, to get access to the application, you will need to register. To be able to register, you click on register, and all four boxes have the validation here. If I try to register with a name, putting the name, it will come up with full name is required. I can't put any other alphabet other than the numbers. And here, if we cannot use the same email again. For example, this email has already been used. So it will come up with failed to register because this email has already been used. And also, if I put invalid email without the @ it will come up with please provide the valid email. So we're going to put the correct email there, which this email has not been used yet, and register user. So the email has not been registered. So omakali2922@gmail.com on 21st April has been registered. So I'll go back to here again. So I'll go back here again to the from register page to the email address, and then I'll put my email here. And if I try to log in, it won't work. Got another validation here. And if I put incorrect password, it will come up with incorrect password as well. If I sign in, it comes up with failed to log in. Please check in your credentials. Sign in. That has been signed in. Again, my whole home button was made for the location tracking and made for the Google Map to appear. However, when the user tester did try to do it, it did work when it caused the whole program to crash, which is why then I had to create. So here you can see now that I'm trying to get the location. For me to get the location, I have to obviously enable the location from my phone. Got location, so the location came up now. Now you can see the full GPS showing here, the tracking as well. Is in the park, Lenton Road. So now that we are here for the back to the dashboard, I will show you later on how to create a trip, but I'm going to show you what trips are available. There can only be one trip per day. So here you can see one of my user tester, he created a trip. So that's where it shows full name, depart, arrival, and the depart time. Arrival time, available seats, charge, how much it will cost, and the phone number. To book that, I will click on book, and if I'm a driver or if I'm a passenger, if I have more than one passenger there, or if I have friends coming with me who are up to 4 people, I can just click on that one. So right now I've got 2 passengers coming with me, which is including my friend. So again, we've got some validation here as well for that. And if I show you here, it will tell me please enter something to the edit text. 2 passengers and book it. So when I confirm here, I will get like a message on top here showing that your trip has been booked. Please contact the number on the trip. So we've got policy at the bottom. So when I click on back, it will go back to the main dashboard. Now I can create myself a trip here as well. So here I can put for example Omar, and so that's where the trip has been registered. So now you can see that the trip I've registered here. Anyone who wants to who's going to be logging in the application, they can just directly go on here and see it. My trip will come up. The whole point of me creating a whole dashboard like this is because first I was planning to create a separate application for driver and a separate application for passenger. But one thing I noticed is that driver cannot use the same email to register for as a passenger if they want to travel with someone, and a passenger cannot use the same email to become a driver. So I made both of the characters. I made it easy for them, just making the app generally for them, so they can both can use the app, and then they can become the driver anytime, and they can become a passenger at any time. And then we have the profile here. The profile here it should display with the name, email address, and age, which the credential we inputted in the register. But however, my real-time database is not working currently, which I can show you right now. And the code is completely working fully. However, my real-time database is linked as well, but it is still not displaying any data of the user here. And the rules are completely fine with it. It's allowing all the user to read and write. But yeah, other than that, it is if I click on log out, it will take me out of the application completely. And anyone, if there's a new user, if they want to use it, they can just register it and start using the application. Main plan was to have a splash, which should be working completely. However, it is not interacting with the application at all. Create a 15-second, and we'll link to the XML file, and obviously connected with splash activity, which is this, to the main activity, which will display. Again, we have the register user here, which is linked to the Firebase, and we got rid of the banners, we got rid of all here, and obviously these buttons are linked to it. And obviously I tried to make the real-time database fully work, which caused a lot of trouble here as well. It didn't work, the authentication stopped working, so I had to remove that. And then we have some validation here, and then again, if then validation some here as well. If it's not if it's been successful, it will tell us. If it's failed, it will tell us as well. And then we go to the main activity. That's where all the part starts. When we register, once we register to log in, it will display here. We got some validation again here, and then we're gonna from once a user logs in, it goes straight to the profile activity, which is the dashboard. That's where the dashboard is. And then we got some buttons here again, and then we've tried to link the part which I was talking about previously with the map activity. I tried to make it work, but while the user tester did it, it did work, but then it crashed the whole system. And for me to make the map completely work, I had to create a separate new project for it. And then once we go to the create activity, that's where we're going to create the activity, create the trip. We've got strings here. We've got obviously the edit text part, buttons, and then we use the method shared preference. And that's again here we're editing the names, and here we can again is linking the page to the trip activity. Once we input the data, then the shared preference going to be used. And once we go to the trip activity, again it's quite same as the trip activity, same method. However, we got then here new notification. Once a user clicks on that, it will go directly, if you want to book, it will go directly to a notification activity. And then here we've got the notification activity, all the buttons I mentioned here as well, which we got taught by the NTU. And when we keep going down, here we've got the second for the, obviously they need to be shown here as well for the notification channels. Then we got the booking activity, and once we click on the booking activity, it comes up with a screen just showing the message that it has been booked. And then we got the account activity, which again I was talking about how I was trying to make the real-time activity, real-time database work, and it was not doing the right job either. I created a user file where I put all the strings there to make sure that it is linked to that. And then when I keep going down, that's where then obviously it should be linked. It should be displaying the data of the user when they create account, their credentials. But it did not do the same job. To my Take Me application. This application is designed for travelers who are independent traveling and looking for someone to go with, and it is more efficient and it is more cheaper using this application. So So this Android application, to get access to the application, you will